The academy hall was abuzz with whispers when the human cadet stepped through the door. She was smaller than any of them had expected. Shorter, leaner, lacking the ornate armor plates of the reptilians, the spiked crests of the insectoids, or the muscular bulk of the lupine species. A few of the cadets exchanged amused glances. "That's it? That's the human?" one chittered in a voice too quiet for the instructors to notice. They had all heard about Earth's warriors. The stories painted humans as fierce, resourceful predators who had survived against the odds on a dangerous death world. But looking at her, skin smooth, limbs narrow, hair cut in a sleek, almost decorative style, it was hard to take the rumors seriously. Her name was Lieutenant Aria Kane. She walked past the rows of alien cadets, her posture straight, eyes forward. She didn't bother returning the stares or responding to the snickers. She simply took her seat near the middle row, as if she had done this 100 times before. The Academy's lead instructor, Commander Verex, began the lecture. Today we will review predator-prey behavioral analysis, focusing on species survival responses under environmental threat. The cadets leaned in. This was the lesson they had all been waiting for. The walls lit with holographic displays of apex predators from across the galaxy, scaled serpents from Freylax Prime, acid-spitting Axa, and vacuum-adapted krill hounds. And then, the air changed. It was subtle at first, a ripple of unease that passed through the room. The background hum of the ship's system seemed sharper, and a strange scent, like ozone and wet soil, drifted in from the corridor. Some of the cadets froze, others tilted their heads toward the door. The thing that stepped inside did not belong in a classroom. It was 2.5 meters tall, black as obsidian, its elongated skull reflecting the cold white light. Spinal ridges jutted from its back, like the blades of an executioner. Its mouth opened in a slow, terrible grin, rows of teeth glistening. Several cadets hissed, their species' fight-or-flight instincts kicking in. One pushed his chair back so fast it toppled. Only Aria Kane didn't move. She sat perfectly still, eyes locked on the creature, as if waiting for it to notice her. And it did. Its head tilted, nostrils flaring. The predator stepped forward, ignoring everyone else. It was like watching a storm roll in with deliberate intent, every step echoing in the silent hall. The cadets' voices cracked in panic. "Is that? How did it?" "Security." The alien beast came to a stop just 2 paces from Aria. It lowered its head, almost bowing. And then, it sat. The entire room stared. The human reached out and without hesitation, rested her hand on its obsidian skull. "You followed me," she said quietly, like one might chide a stubborn dog. The predator made a low, rumbling sound that was almost content. Commander Verex's mandibles clicked sharply. "Cadet Kane, would you care to explain why a Class 7 apex predator just entered my classroom?" "It's complicated," she replied, finally standing. She faced the rows of shocked cadets. "This species," she said, patting the beast's head, "is called a Zelvar. Most encounters end in blood. They're smart, territorial, and incredibly dangerous. But they also respect strength and familiarity." One of the insectoid cadets raised a trembling limb. "Why is it tame with you?" Aria smiled faintly. "It's not tame. It's choosing not to kill you. There's a difference." Murmurs rippled through the hall. Aria walked toward the front of the room, the predator padding at her side like an enormous shadow. "On Earth we learn to live alongside predators more dangerous than ourselves, sometimes by fighting them, sometimes by earning their trust. You can't always overpower an apex hunter. Sometimes, you have to outthink it." She turned to the holo display, swiping through images until a series of Earth predators appeared: tigers, wolves, great white sharks. "We studied them. We learned their habits. We learned when to run, when to fight, and when to stand our ground. That's what makes humans dangerous. We can adapt to almost anything." The Zelvar's tail twitched, brushing against the floor. A cadet flinched. Aria rested her hand on its shoulder. "This one," she continued, "was hunting me during a survival exercise on Delta Vega. I didn't kill it. I didn't run. I trapped it in a way it didn't expect, and when I had the chance to end it, She paused, looking at the creature beside her. I let it go. Why? Another cadet blurted. Because I knew it would remember. The room was silent. Arya leaned against the console. In battle, power isn't just about weapons or numbers. Sometimes it's about the relationships you forge, even with the enemy. Commander Verex regarded her for a long moment before speaking. Cadet Kane, you've just provided a demonstration far more valuable than today's lecture. The human nodded once. Lessons over. You can all breathe again. The Predator turned, and without another glance at the rest of the class, followed her out of the room. No one laughed at the tiny human after that.